I have a lot of Mormon friends who, like, they say that we're, like, the same and we believe in the same thing.
Okay.
But we don't. And, like, I point out the differences, but then they just shrug it off. So what should I say to them?
I think you should say, we're all adults here. Mr. Poopy Pants. I think you should say, why do you think these differences are not important? Because if Orthodox Christianity, historic Christianity, has the right Jesus, and Jesus is the Savior of the world, and Paul says in Galatians chapter 1, if anybody preaches another gospel, may that person be accursed, then you're in serious trouble as a Mormon.
Yeah.
Okay? If that's true. The question, is it true? And that's what we're trying to show here. It is. Because God's not going to force anybody into heaven against their will. So I would just try and point out to them that, and ask them, are you going to follow the truth wherever it leads? Because look, let's be honest. It's a very high cost for Mormons, Jehovah's Witnesses, or Muslims to leave their faith. Mormons will be disfellowshipped. They won't be on the inside. So will Jehovah's Witnesses. Muslims may even be killed for leaving Islam. So it's a really high cost to walk away from any of those belief systems. And you might want to ask yourself, why would those belief systems put those kind of draconian penalties on people? Why do they have to threaten disfellowshipping and maybe even death?
Good question.
Yeah, it is a good question. Why is that? Why, when a Jehovah's Witness comes to your house, they won't take any literature from you?
That's because it's not the truth.
Well, how do they know? See, they've been brainwashed to think only their watchtower has the truth. Yeah. By the way, there's ex-Mormons like 𝗧𝗔𝗫 Tanner, who is in the bloodline of Brigham Young, who has exposed how many errors there have been in the Book of Mormon and how often it's been changed. So, I think her website, does anyone know what 𝗧𝗔𝗫 Tanner's website is? Anyway, look up 𝗧𝗔𝗫 Tanner, you'll find her. So that might be a way through and say, look, if it really were true that Orthodox Christianity is true, would you be interested in at least investigating it? And then go to 𝗧𝗔𝗫 Tanner's website for the problems with Mormonism, and then you can go to our website or other websites to talk about the evidence for Christianity. Does that make sense?
Yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you.